coach's office and hearing that was the worst year of his career, because for the first time in 10 years we hadn't qualified for NCAAs, and just feeling like, that was on me to like redeem ourselves for that. And 2 years later we ended up getting second, and then just last year the guys came back and got third, which I think was way more impressive to come back from such a high to maintain that, and keep themselves disciplined. And I mean, it's one of the hardest meets in the world, so to be that competitive 2 years in a row is really something special.
Yep. Guys, why Tinman Elite Crew? Why coach? Why why the choice to join that crew and run with them, providing that there was other options to start?
Who wants to go first, Jeff?
Well, this morning we were talking about kind of last year Sam ran 3:38 in the 1500. Sam Parsons, yeah.
Yep.
And that kind of sold Jordan and I on just like, okay, so like, yeah, Coach Schwartz knows what he's talking about, and that really got us to buy in. But even before that, just following them like you guys are now following us on Instagram, you can just feel what we hope you can feel, is it like we're just a bunch of guys that really enjoy spending time with each other, spending time training, and like want to help build something bigger than ourselves, and that shines through.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm the newest member, so I think I have a good perspective of kind of watching the team grow from Instagram and all that, and I know Drew, and I've raced Sam, and I know some of the guys. And I came out to visit. First off, I just messaged Drew, and I was like, hey, we have a relationship, we have a history, like, I'd love to come out and visit sometime, just not even like run, just visit and like hang out. And he was like, yeah, man. And at the time I wasn't super happy where I was, so I went out, and it was a pretty immediate kind of click. All the guys were waiting for me in the living room watching something, I don't even know, or like a Cowboys game, and it was so goofy, and I just like walked in, and it felt like I was connecting with them immediately, like kind of college team, like I had been taken out of my old college team and placed in a new group of guys, like a family, and so for me it was really simple just to kind of see how much they want to change and how much we want to elevate this sport. I coached in DC at St. Albans, the all-boys school there, and that culture, I was trying to push their culture and bring that running culture up. And so with here, I have a bigger platform with these guys, and I think the idea is to kind of elevate the sport there. So it just fit in really well.
Yeah, new, exciting.
I was in Europe in 2017, and for some reason or another, I met Drew Hunter, and we went for a run together. I think I just had my last race of the season. Didn't run as expected, and we just got to talking, and at that stage, he hadn't moved out to Boulder yet, and obviously hadn't started the Tinman Elite group. But basically told me about his plans and was thinking about moving to Boulder, and I guess since then I just kind of followed him, and I seen it all unravel. I think I was one of the first 50 to 100 people to like the Tinman Instagram, and just followed it along since then, and it just looked like something different. They were having fun, even with just the 4 guys that they had there. It seemed like it was different and unique, and they were really having fun with it. And aside from running quick, that's obviously what I want to do, just have fun. And that kind of sold me on it, I guess, just that aspect of the sport, which is a little overlooked, which is just enjoying it and having fun. So
I've noticed that there's been the current theme, and we guys, each of you discussed about the synergy amongst your teammates, amongst your peers. How critical is environment? Because we have different nuances going on, even at the middle school, high school level. And I think for you high school kids, you guys want to hear it. Like, what is the gains of training with the guys and the girls compared to, like, anyone can crush miles by themselves? But, like, how much energy, synergy, how much can we grow when you run with a team that you are on the same page with, people that you respect, and people that uplift you? What is the difference?
It's huge. I was trying to come back from an injury by myself. I joined another group, wasn't working out. I felt like I was still training by myself. Mm-hmm. And the second, I would honestly say I was very depressed in that like mental state of I couldn't get like out of that horrible like loneliness, right? And I joined this team, and it was like immediate. Like Drew and all of the guys helped, not just Drew, but Drew's an easy name to throw out. It's just like he elevated me out of that. And running together, it's so much easier when you run 30 minutes or an hour, however many miles you have in the morning. Just roll 30 minutes, an hour. It feels like nothing. Like I can do an hour now. I mean, I don't love to run by myself, but I can do an hour by myself now because of that. And it's the guys, the team, that like 12 guys. Any given day you're running with Jeff, Goose. Like I'll run with Reed, who's a marathoner. Like doesn't necessarily mean like we can't train together, but like it's an odd pairing sometimes, and but it still works. And so, yeah, I mean it's massive. So guys who are in high school, or girls who are in high school, and you feel like you can't run by yourself, find a group, find 2 people, 1 person, it doesn't even matter. It's so much easier. I mean, you're gonna make your training 10 times better.
Yeah. One of my favorite things is whenever someone asks, like, you know, how do you run that far? Like, how do you do that? And I think of it more of like, I'm not running, you know, X, Y, Z. I'm spending an hour hanging out with my friends.
Yeah. Because
at least for us, that's how our recoveries are. We're recovering, so we're hanging out. We're joking, we're messing around. Like, it's just a good time. And it's not about what the watch says at that point. It's about, like, spending that quality time with the guys that we're surrounded by.
We're just a bunch of older high school kids. Like, really. Like,
Yeah.
With that being said, American distance has been on the rise, right?
Yeah.
The last few world championships, Olympic cycles.